We're live at Memorial Stadium in Lawrence, Kansas. Excitement is in the air.
You know what I love about revisiting these old college sports games? Trying to figure out who the hell's on the cover. This one has some guy from the University of Oregon named Joey Harrington. Now, evidently, after a college career spectacular enough to earn a place on a video game cover, he played professionally for the unspectacular Detroit Lions. But don't be dissuaded by the retrospectively infelicitous choice of cover athlete, because NCAA Football 2003 was one of the first versions to prove this collegiate franchise was ready for the pros.
Here's the kick. Number 89 fields it in the end zone.
Now, at its core, NCAA Football 2003 is essentially a modern Madden game, but with college teams instead of NFL teams. And there are subtle differences, obviously, but for the most part, the two franchises just have a similar feel. It's unavoidable, and ultimately for NCAA Football, it's actually kind of a compliment. Although its modes are thinner compared to newer versions, NCAA Football 2003 still has a playbook thick enough to keep you busy. The game centers around the Dynasty mode, in which you're given total control over the football program of your choice. That includes everything from preparing during the preseason and redshirting freshmen to recruiting new players. And of course, the ultimate goal is to compete for the national championship. Which, true story, is decided with witchcraft and breathtaking displays of coin flipping.
Lines up with 5 defensive backs. Guns it across the middle. Touchdown. And the wideout hauled it in for the score.
One of the nicer features of NCAA Football 2003 was that any player leaving school and going pro could be imported into Madden NFL 2003. And paired with plenty of off-season features, NCAA Football 2003 was a somewhat innovative sports game for its time. But these games see annual upgrades for a reason. They just don't age well, and although the comparatively simpler gameplay is still kind of enjoyable, little else is. The presentation and pageantry of newer NCAA games is sorely lacking in this older version, and the graphics are just abysmal.
Number 89 takes it to the 6. He couldn't find any.
Now, if you happen to own a copy, it can be fun to burn through a quick game or two, if only to see how far EA's incremental yearly upgrades have actually brought the series over the years. But otherwise, NCAA Football 2003 is purely a collector's item for the most hardcore NCAA football fans and Joey Harrington's mom.
And that's the end of the game. Coach, what's your final thought on the game?
This one doesn't surprise me one bit.